Hello and welcome to the penultimate PGCE Initial School Experience vidcast. And as this initial school experience draws ever closer, I would just like to say a great thank you to your school, your staff and to the children for accommodating our students. And we do hope that they have made a great impact on the children's learning and hopefully that you have benefited from their time at your school. Kind of a bit of a spotlight now on the final grading and report writing, which should now take up the majority of your time in the remaining number of days. And there are some important reminders about this. Firstly, that students need to be graded on each of the 8 teacher standards with an additional grade for mathematics and synthetic systematic phonics. These grades should be a best fit and used over a range of evidence over time. Pages 8 and 9 of the Teacher Standards booklet should be used when deciding the overall grade. Please remember that your students should be assessed against the teacher standards in a way that is appropriate to their stage of development and reflects what you think a PGCE student would reasonably expected to have achieved on their initial school experience. Student teachers must be assessed with the acknowledgement that they are pre-qualification and therefore should not be assessed as a qualified teacher. The Phase 2 grade descriptors have been developed to support you in making this judgment, and further guidance on their use can be found on page 5 of the Teacher Standards Ensuring Student Progress booklet. Hopefully your student has made the expected progress identified at the interim stage to be awarded their predicted grades, or hopefully better. To support you with the grading process, please update with your student the highlighting of the grade descriptors. And your student needs to submit a copy of these along with their report, so please can you sign a copy of these. If you feel you'll need any advice or support in grading your student, your link tutor will only be too happy to come and help you in this process. There are some final reminders for mentors. Please arrange for any last aspects of school-based training that you feel is still required. Please complete the final report using the electronic copy that I shall be emailing to you shortly, and which can be found on our Moodle page, and share this with your student. This year we're asking mentors to share a draft copy of the final report with their link tutor, and the deadline for this is now changed to Monday the 1st of February. Please also sign a copy of the student's final highlighted grade descriptors in their book, which they need to hand in with their final report. We're now going to talk about the Partnership Spotlight for Teaching Standard 5. As you may be aware, the key priority for our partnership this academic year concerns supporting the students' confidence and competence regarding this particular standard. In your remaining weekly meetings, please can you discuss with your student the impact that their teaching has had on various different groups of children, for example those with SEN or those with English as an additional language. Please reflect with them on their strengths in relation to how they have adjusted their teaching to meet the different needs of learners. And please could you identify key areas of priority for further development for their next school experience. I'm now going to talk about gathering evidence as part of the evidence bundles. This week is also a very important week for students to be bringing together their evidence bundles that they have been collecting to demonstrate their achievement of the standards. The key principle behind the use of the evidence bundles is to enable students and the partnership to reflect and evaluate on the quality of students' teaching overall and the interrelatedness of the standards enabling children's progress. Students will need to share this via PebblePad with their link tutor by the final week. For each of the teaching standards, students need to reflect on the quality of the learning occurring by the children in the class, which results from the student-teacher's activity in relation to the particular standard. We hope that this vidcast will be useful, but I will be also emailing you shortly with various other pieces of information that will be necessary in order to wrap up the initial school experience. Thank you.